Welcome back to Combust Astrology. My name's Liv. Let's go ahead and dive into it. We're going to be taking a look at the full moon in Aries coming up. And yeah, let's see what we got. My mind is fresh. I have just risen. All right, looking at this chart, let's identify the full moon. What are the aspects? That's a wide orb. Okay, nothing there. So let's just focus on the moon. Yesterday I actually taught Mars in person, and I think this correlates a lot. So Mars is in Scorpio at the current moment. Mercury will also have moved into Scorpio. We are almost in Scorpio season. And the moon being in Aries is already a correlation of energy. So a full moon in Aries is already about going for it, going for the thing. It's very motivational. I think one of the earlier moons that I did when I first started was moon in Aries and something like that. But it's very just straight up motivational. Friedrich Nietzsche is a great reference I love to use because he had a predominant amount of energy that was Libra versus Aries. And a big part of this is looking to find balance and equilibrium, and then looking to push yourself, looking to find balance, push yourself. And these are the phases of Aries versus Libra, because you're always looking to go towards something that's different, right? When it comes to the full moon, the lunation itself it's kind of what you sow or reap or what you get back. And with Mars being in Scorpio already for the past 10 degrees, that energy is making sure we get to the bottom of things, really just digging things out from the root, really flushing things away. And as far as some of the Scorpios that I've seen already, it's resetting and maybe not caring, maybe letting things go. As Mercury now also is in Scorpio, I think of the significance of that, even though it's not a direct touch to the moon, and the Mars is, I'm just going to say energetically aspecting. It is so much more about learning more about what it is that you didn't know. And something that you might hear is we don't know what we don't know. And that could be a very scary thing. And that's something that Uranus and Pluto have been doing very well. It's showing us how power has been either vertically or horizontally distributed. And Uranus is here to break it apart by showing us how unreliable it can be, or asking us to break out of what is going on. The moon in this chart, specifically Cancer, is in Jupiter. So it is having a direct square to Chiron. And other than that, it has a sextile to Venus. Venus in Virgo, which is looking for perfectionism in oneself, but after having just conjunct the South Node a little bit early on when we had that new moon in Virgo, this energy just comes about, and it's just like, hey, I thought I could do everything in my power to control, and the whole eclipse season has forced me to release control. The more you try to hold on to something, the more this eclipse season hurt. So outside of looking at the masses and seeing how they're reacting, your own lesson was being highlighted. And as Virgo gets closer and closer to opposing that Saturn in Pisces as it's come back, we are being really, really reminded that you cannot look to control and fixate on anything and just let things happen in their own time. Last thing I want to cover with this is Neptune at 0 degrees and Mercury. So this is some nice downloads. I personally think that with war in spirituality, aka Aries in Neptune, and then we have the deep in Mercury, aka Scorpio there, it's like finding that significance of things that you really do see as important, right? It's things that people maybe weren't going to consider. I know it can be seen as an inconjunct, but I think about it like, wow, this is important. And that's really it. There are more important transits the lunations are always important. Whatever it is that you're going for, ask yourself if this is a period of balance or if this is a period of motion where you are pushing yourself forward. Whatever it is that you've learned, use that in your toolkit to go about your life, your day-to-day, a lot better than you did before. That's about it. Take care and have a great rest of your day.